If you're an American thinking about retirement, relocating abroad, or working remotely, the real question isn't whether Europe is cheaper, it's whether your dollar meaningfully stretches further. In this video, I'll walk you through a data-driven comparison of the monthly cost of living across 28 cities in the United States, Canada, and Europe, all measured in US dollars, and show you how to navigate the dashboard yourself. This analysis looks at the average monthly cost of living for a single person renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center across 28 cities. It includes major US cities, Canadian cities, and cities across France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and the UK. For each country, I've included both major business centers and lifestyle or retirement destinations. The results amongst US cities are not subtle. You can go over to country, click on all, and then click on the US just to see the US cities. New York stands out in a category of its own. The average monthly cost of living for a single renter in New York City exceeds $6,000. Los Angeles ranks second, significantly lower than New York, but still very high. Tampa ranks third amongst US cities in this data set, followed by Phoenix. But the more important takeaway isn't just total cost, but rent burden. Every US city in this analysis has rent that exceeds 50% of total monthly cost for a single person. We call that rent burden. In New York, rent exceeds 70% of total monthly costs. In Los Angeles and in Tampa, it exceeds 60%. When more than half, and sometimes nearly 3/4 of your monthly costs go to rent, financial flexibility disappears quickly. For retirees or digital nomads, that matters. To see all the cities again, just go to country, select all. You can also compare specific cities by clicking off the cities you don't want in the analysis. Among the 14 major business centers in this analysis, New York ranks number one for the highest total monthly cost. Los Angeles ranks third overall. But here's where the perspective shifts. Cities like Milan, Paris, Rome, Lisbon, Madrid all come in at less than half the cost of living in New York. And several are also significantly less expensive than living in Los Angeles. Even more striking, Montreal, Porto, and Marseille are roughly 1/3 the cost of living in New York and less than half the cost of living in Los Angeles. That gap isn't marginal, it's structural. For Americans earning US-based income remotely or retirees drawing Social Security and investment income, that difference can materially change lifestyle options. This contrast becomes even clearer when we look at cities often viewed as retirement destinations. Tampa and Phoenix rank first and second among US retirement-style cities in total monthly costs. Meanwhile, Faro in Portugal and Palermo in Italy come in at roughly half the cost of those US destinations. Tampa also ranks near the top in rent burden. Phoenix sits closer to the middle, but still above 50%. For retirees especially, rent concentration reduces resilience. Fixed income and high rent exposure don't mix well in uncertain economic conditions. This analysis focuses on total monthly living costs and rent burden for a single renter. It does not yet account for healthcare premiums or deductibles. For Americans in particular, healthcare can materially alter the affordability equation, and that analysis is coming in a future video. Looking at the same cities through a US dollar lens highlights something important. Exchange rate strength helps in the short term, but long-term affordability is shaped by housing structure and rent burden. If 60 to 70% of your monthly costs go towards rent, even a strong dollar doesn't eliminate financial risk. The question becomes less about exchange rate advantage and more about cost structure. You can explore the full interactive dashboard in the description below. In upcoming videos, I'll compare these cities side by side across Euro, Canadian dollar, and British pounds, and examine healthcare and retiree income impacts. If you were planning around a fixed monthly budget, where would your dollar go further? please let me know in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe so this video can reach more people like yourself thinking of retirement or living in another country.